Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivaradhari Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivaradhari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Jasodhanandana Vrajajana Ranjana Jasodhanandana Vrajajana Ranjana Yamuna Tira Vanachari Yamuna Tira Vanachari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivaradhari Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivaradhari Jasodhanandana Vrajajana Ranjana Jasodhanandana Vrajajana Ranjana Yamuna Tira Vanachari Yamuna Tira Vanachari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada. Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada. Jai Om Vishubhad Paramahamsa Parivrata Kacharya Ashotara Sata Sri Srimati Venkatesa et Sri Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. Jai Om Vishubhad Paramahamsa Parivrata Kacharya Ashotara Sata Sri Srimati Venkatesa Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Goswami Maharaj Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. Ananta Koti Vaishnavrinda Ki Jai. Namacharya Srila Haridas Thakur Ki Jai. प्रेम से को श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासदि गौर भक्तवृंद की जय। श्री श्री राधा कृष्ण गोप गोपीनाथ श्याम कुंद राधा कुंद गिरि गोवर्धन की जय। वृंदावन धाम की जय। मायापुर नवद्वीप धाम की जय। जगन्नाथपुरी धाम की जय। गंगा माई की जय। यमुना माई की जय। श्रीमती तुलसी देवी की जय। भक्ति देवी की जय। श्री हरिनाम संकीर्तन की जय। श्री श्री राधा मदन मोहन की जय। श्री श्री गौनिताई की जय। श्री श्री जगन्नाथ सुभद्रा बलदेव की जय। गौर प्रेमानंदी। All glories to the Assemblywatis. All glories to the Assemblywatis. All glories to the Assemblywatis. All glories to Sri Guru Sri Gauranga. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Pasya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Niti Namine Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvese Shasunavadi Pastyata Lilatarine. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Narayanam Namaskritya Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayamudirayet Nashtaprayeshu Bhadreshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavati Uttamasloke Bhaktir Bhavati Naistiki Krishnaya Vasudevaya Devaki Nandanaya Cha Nanda Gopa Kumaraya Govindaya Namo Namaha. Today we are reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, 4th Skanda, 27th chapter, entitled Attack by Chandravega on the City of King Puranjana. Sloka number 30, correct? That is the last sloka of this chapter. Prajvaraha ayam mama brata tvam cha me bhagini bhava charami ubhabhyam loke asmin avyaktaha bhima sainikaha prajvaro yam mama brata tvam cha me bhagini bhava charami ubhabhyam lokesmin avyakto bhima sainikaha prajvaro yam mama brata tvam cha me bhagini bhava charamyubhabhyam lokesmin avyakto bhima sainikaha prajvaro yam mama brata tvam cha me bhagini bhava charamyubhabhyam lokesmin avyakto bhima sainikaha Any Vaishnavis? Prajvara, named Prajvara. I am this, Mama, my brata, brother, Tvam, you, Cha, also, me, my Bhagini, sister, Baba, become, Charami, I shall go about, Ubhabhyam, by both of you, Loke, in the world, Asmin, this, Avyaktaha, without being manifest, Bhima, dangerous, Sainikaha, with soldiers. Translation. The king of the Yavanas continued, Here is my brother Prajvara. I now accept you as my sister. I shall employ both of you, as well as my dangerous soldiers, to act imperceptibly within this world. Please repeat. The king of the Yavanas continued, Here is my brother Prajvara. I now accept you as my sister. I shall employ both of you, as well as my dangerous soldiers, to act imperceptibly within this world. Purport by His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami, Srila Prabhupada. Kalakanya was sent by Narada Muni to Yavanaraj so that she might become his wife. But instead of accepting her as his wife, Yavanaraj accepted her as his sister. Those who do not follow the Vedic principles are unrestricted as far as sex life is concerned. Consequently, they sometimes do not hesitate to have sex with their sisters. In this age of Kali, there are many instances of such incest. Although Yavanaraj accepted the request of Narada Muni to show respect to him, he was nonetheless thinking of illicit sex. This was due to his being the king of the Yavanas and Lechas. The word Prajvaraha is very significant, for it means the fever sent by Lord Vishnu. Such a fever is always set at 107 degrees, the temperature at which a man dies. Thus, the king of the Mlechas and Yavanas requested the daughter of time, Kalakanya, to become his sister. There was no need to ask her to become his wife, for the Yavanas and Mlechas do not make distinctions as far as sex life is concerned. Thus, one may outwardly be a sister, mother, or daughter and still have sex. Yavanara's brother was Prajvara, and Kalakanya was invalidity itself. Combined and strengthened by the soldiers of Yavanaraj, namely non-hygienic conditions, illicit sex, and ultimately a high degree of temperature to bring on death, they would be able to smash the materialistic way of life. In this connection, it is significant that Narada was immune to the attack of Jara, or invalidity, and similarly, Jara, or the destructive force, cannot attack any follower of Narada Muni or a pure Vaishnava. Thus end the Bhaktivedanta purpose of the fourth canto, 27th chapter of the Srimad Bhagavatam, entitled Attack by Chandavega on the city of King Puranjana, the character of Kalakanya. Om Jnana Timurandasya Jnananjana Salakaya Chakshuranmilitam Yena Tasmai Sri Gurave Namah Sri Chaitanya Mano Bhishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutali Swayam Rupa Gadamahyam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Sri Guru Sri Jutapadakamalam Sri Gurun Vaishnavanscha Sri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunatham Vitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Sri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Sri Visakam Vitanscha He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinabandhu Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Haripriye Vancha Kalpatarabhasya Kripa Sindhubhya Evacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Jaya Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gaura Bhaktavrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. The last sloka of this 27th chapter. So now the story of King Puranjana is almost coming to an end, and the situation is such now that King Puranjana, after spending all his life in sense enjoyment, along with his wife and other family members in his beautiful city, now he's going to be attacked by the time factor, and that means being attacked by old age and ultimately death. As Lord Krishna says in the Bhagavad Gita, that Janma Mrityu Jara Vyadhi Dukkha Doshanudarshanam. One should see with one's intelligence following the footsteps of our earlier Vaishnavacharyas, and Lord Krishna himself clearly indicates in the Bhagavad Gita to Arjuna that after all, this material life is not at all pleasant. It is the abode of birth, death, old age, disease. Nobody wants to have any of these things, but these four situations are forced upon all the conditioned souls. Of course, one may be lucky enough to avoid old age by dying young, but that is not a very good solution to the problem of old age, because again he has to take birth, and again he may have to suffer the condition of old age, that is invalidity. So the situation now is that this Kalakanya, the daughter of time, has been wandering toward the world trying to find a suitable husband. And she also approached Narada Muni. So Narada Muni told her that, please excuse me, you are certainly a very great lady, but for you I have a better husband, a very good husband, and you just approach Yavaneshwara, and he will help you in that matter. So in this way, Kalakanya went, and she met the Yavaneshwara, as that was described in the earlier slokas. So she is telling, I want you to be my husband, please accept me. You are a great Kshatriya, and it is the duty of the Kshatriyas to accept the request of such ladies who are in distress. As we have seen in the history of many great Kshatriyas, sometimes they are approached by many women who are in distress. In this way, they got married. Now Arjuna, when he was in Manipur also, he married Naga, Udupi, and also he married the Manipur princess, what's her name? So even though Arjuna was telling them that, you see, I'm traveling for 1 year, because I disturbed Yudhishthira when he was with Draupadi. See, the Pandavas, all of the 5 Pandavas, they married one single lady, Draupadi. So one may wonder also whether this is a dharmic type of marriage, and strictly according to Vedic scriptures, it is not allowed for one lady to have more than one husband. So how could Draupadi have 5 husbands? That type of marriage was, according to Vedic dharma, not sanctioned. But they are the Pandavas, they are very close to Lord Krishna. They are certainly very pious, great devotees of the Lord. So how could they be engaged in such a marriage? So they did a question. In this respect, the Madhvacharya, has given a commentary on this event in his Mahabharata, Tatparya Nirnaya, which he has written. And his commentary has been presented to Vedavyas. When Madhvacharya went to Badrinath, he met Srila Vedavyas and submitted his commentary to him. So it was accepted. And in this commentary, there are many interesting comments. So one of the comments in this connection is that how to reconcile this marriage with the Dharma. So Madhvacharya says that this Draupadi is not ordinary girl. She is the embodiment of 5 ladies. 5 ladies are within the body of Draupadi. And these ladies are the wives of the 5 demigods. Like Dharma, Vayu, and Indra, and the twin Ashwinis. Their wives are within the body of Draupadi. And when there was the marriage between Draupadi and the 5 Pandavas, then at that time, these 5 ladies within the body of Draupadi, they actually accepted the 5 Pandavas as their husbands, such as Dharma and this Yudhishthir, and Bhima, Arjuna, and Nakula, Sahadev. They accepted their same wife as they have in heaven, who had taken shelter of Draupadi. And the understanding between the Pandavas is that for 1 year, 1 Pandava could associate with Draupadi. At that time, Draupadi, suppose Yudhishthira associates with Draupadi for 1 year. At that time, the wife of Yamaraj is taking over. And in this way, the Yudhishthira is actually associating with the wife of Yamaraj, who is not different from Yudhishthira. So like this, 1 year after 1 year. So they could associate with Draupadi actually once, after 5 years. After 5 years, 1 year they could associate. And then next Pandava is taking over the marriage, like that. So that was the arrangement made according to the explanation given by Madhvacharya. So unfortunately, what happened is that Arjuna, he had, when he was not associating with Draupadi at that time, Yudhishthira was there with Draupadi, and he entered the room and to get some of his weapons. He needs some weapon to go out and fight against some animals. So, unfortunately, this Arjuna entered without any permission, and according to that understanding between the 5 Pandavas, then Arjuna was certainly at fault. And immediately Yudhishthira told him that now you have disturbed me, and without any permission you entered in this way, so you will be punished. Your punishment that you will have to, for 1 year, you will have to travel outside alone. And you cannot associate with anybody. You could keep the vow of brahmacharya like this and travel everywhere. And then you can come back and resume your activities here. So that was some type of punishment. But it was lila, because all the activities of the Pandavas were actually devotional service to Lord Krishna. And Arjuna took opportunity to go out of Hastinapur and travel all over. And so when he went to the Himalayas, so he met this Udupi, uh, and in this way, he also met the Princess Manipur. What is that? Mm. And they got children. Uh, Brihad, um, the child of Arjuna and the Manipuri princess, Brihadbala. Brihadbala. Yeah. Huh? Brihadvana. Brihannala. Chitrangada, Chitrangada is the wife. Yes. She is the Manipuri princess, Chitrangada. And the son is Brihannala. Something like that. And so that was one of the leelas at that time between the Pandavas. So the Vedic scriptures are very strict. The association between man and woman is very strictly regulated. Even Chanakya Pandit says that we should not sit on the same bench. No, there's a big bench. We should not sit along with one's daughter, mother, or sister. That Chanakya Pandit, sometimes Srila Prabhupada mentions this Chanakya Pandit dictum. Actually, Srila Prabhupada made many um, teachings based on the Chanakya Pandit. Somebody asked whether Chanakya Pandit is he a Vaishnava? Prabhupada said, no, not exactly, but he has a very good knowledge of Niti Shastra. So Niti Shastra is also very important. That's from the moral basis of all the devotees of the Lord. The devotees never transgress, go against the Niti Shastra. That is the basis of their behavior. If they behave properly according to Niti Shastra, then they'll be able to make steady progress in their spiritual life. But if they deviate, then they cannot make any progress. Then they will remain on the stage of Yavana, Mleccha, like that. That is why Srila Prabhupada, from the very beginning, preaching in America, he emphasized the importance of following the regulative principles for prohibitions, especially, and so that the disciples or the followers at that time could make progress from the beginning. Other who had gone to America for preaching also, they had advised Srila Prabhupada that, see, now this is America, this is a different country, there, the way of life is different here, so don't make any strict rules and regulations concerning eating and relationships and all that. Don't emphasize, don't make it strict, strictly to be observed, all that. So that was the advice they had given to Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada's mission was completely different. He had nothing to do with the others. Prabhupada was strictly following the Guru Parampara, the principles that he had learned from his Guru Maharaj. His Guru Maharaj, Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur, in this respect was very strict. He was a lifelong brahmachari, and he was strictly observing this principle of separation between man and woman for himself also. Like once some of his disciples came to meet Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati, and they had some discussion, and among them their sister also had come. So after they had discussed, the sister of these disciples, she told Sri Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati, Swamiji, I want to discuss with you a little bit. I have some questions, but please, I don't want others to stay here. So let them go, and I want to speak to you in private. So Sri Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur said, no, that is not possible. That is not possible. If you have any question, now you can ask in company of others. But you cannot stay here alone. That is not possible. So the acharyas have followed very strict principles, and these principles were from beginning of his mission. Srila Prabhupada gave them to his disciples or to his followers who were just beginners, Yavana lectures. They were not so much accustomed to strict rules and regulations like that. But they could understand that following rules and regulations is actually a good thing. It will be favorable for advancement in spiritual life. So whether they were capable to follow or incapable, but they could acknowledge that Srila Prabhupada is a genuine spiritual master. So here, the story unfolds that association between Jara, who is Kalakanya, and Bhaya, fear of death, who is represented by this king of Yavanas. The king of Yavana has some respect for Narada Muni. Narada Muni told that you make marriage, Kalakanya can marry this Yavaneswara. So Yavaneswara understood that this instruction coming from Narada Muni, somehow I should follow. I will accept the association of Kalakanya, but not as a wife, but as a sister. Just like already I have a brother, in this sloka, Prajvara. Prajvara, he is the brother of Yavaneswara. And who is this Prajvara? He is the fever, Vishnudvara. Vishnudvara is there described in Srimad Bhagavatam in connection with this competition between Lord Shiva, Lord Vishnu. There is Shiva Dvara and Vishnu Dvara. So there is some competition between the two Dvara, fevers. Who is more powerful? Who is more lethal? Either Vishnu Dvara or Shiva Dvara. Ultimately, after competition was over, it was very clear that Vishnu Dvara is certainly more powerful. So Prajvara is a representative of Vishnu Dvara in his capacity. Lord Vishnu is everything. You take everything powerful, everything beautiful in this world, that is the representation of Lord Krishna or Lord Vishnu. Yad yad vibhutimat sattva srimadurjitam evava tatta deva vakachatvam mama tejamsa sambhavam. All that is beautiful and powerful is coming as just an amsha of Krishna Shakti. He has unlimited potencies, all unlimitedly powerful, and he does not change his identity at any time. Lord Krishna is always the same, and his energies are flowing out of himself without any change, no change in his personality. So Vishnu Jala is the most powerful. And in this way, Srila Prabhupada mentions also in the purport that we can experience Vishnu Jala at the time of death. 107 degrees is that ultimate fever. One may have generally 97 is okay. That is the regular fever, temperature of the body. Then it can go up 98, 99, 101, 102. Those who are suffering from some disease, they may get 102, 103, like this, what is called? Malaria. Malaria fever is coming in this manner. But when death approaches, then the fever increases to the point of 107. One may be able to tolerate 105, 106, but that is the maximum. 107, that is the final blessing. In this, the fever is putting an end to this body. The body becomes incapable to perform any function. So that fever is killing the brain, killing the heart, killing everything in the body. Too hot. Just like sometimes in the summertime, I had some experience. Here sometime in Hyderabad, it is 41 in summer. 41, 42 maximum. 42 maximum. But at that time, I went to Orissa, and I went to Bhubaneswar, I went to some other holy places in Orissa. Orissa is hotter than Hyderabad. So there it was 44, 45. 45 degrees, I collapsed. I fell down in Puri, I fell down on the street. 45 degrees, I could not tolerate, and I lost consciousness. So some people, they're very kind, and they took me like a cadaver, like a corpse. I was like a corpse. And they took me to some adjacent shop, and under the fan. Then I cooled down a little bit. Then I revived after about 15 minutes. So that heat is actually killing the body. If we are not cautious, we can easily die by excess of heat. So Prajwala in this way is the brother of death. They are traveling together, and now this sister Kalakanya is also accompanying them, and they are all together going everywhere under the direction of this Yavaneswara. And they go to everybody, and whoever is destined to die, then they take care of him. The fever is there, fever increases, and due to other conditions, Prabhupada mentions in the purport what are the other favorable conditions for death penalty is non-hygienic conditions. If a place is very dirty, then that is not favorable to sustain life. So it is the Brahminical culture to always make sure that our environment is clean. Cleanliness means inside and outside. Outside cleanliness means take baths regularly every day. And the internal cleanliness, chanting Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. The Yavanas and Lechas, they do not follow these principles of cleanliness. This is what Srila Prabhupada also had to experience in the Western countries that no proper cleanliness. There, most of the people, they take baths not every day. They may take baths once a week. Every day they may clean their hands and face, but every week, at a particular time, they set aside some time for taking baths. So once a week, taking baths. And there is no question of internal cleanliness because they are doing so many things. They are not chanting Hare Krishna, the names of God. So they are not following proper pious regulative principles in this way. So they will, there, they are certainly easily dying. Then also other things are that taking drugs, smoking, that is certainly inviting death. Inviting death. Even cars and motorcycles, they're also instruments in the hands of death. It is very easy to die by driving a two-wheeler. One has to be very careful. I think I mentioned earlier that when we opened this new Naimisharina farm 40 kilometers away, at that time the temple president here, Mahamsa Swami, he was also looking after the farm. So temple and farm, it's very difficult. Anyway, he had taken that responsibility and he thought how to go to the farm. The bus is not convenient, it is very far. So he purchased a motorcycle from a nearby here. And he daily, almost daily, he used to go to the farm by motorcycle. So when Prabhupada came here, he saw that this Mahamsa Swami going daily 40 kilometers away, coming back by motorcycle, and he told him, "Oh, you are driving this motorcycle. That means you are inviting death. Oh, my dear death, please come and embrace me. Oh, you are so dear to me." Prabhupada said like this. So that was very humorous instruction given to Mahamsa Swami, very friendly instruction, because actually it is very dangerous. So modern life is like this, full of dangers. Those who are living in simple life, high thinking, they are not subjected to these dangers. They live very peacefully, just like Prabhupada started these farm communities like New Vrindavan at the beginning, so that the devotees or those who want to make progress in spiritual life, they can, in a peaceful surroundings, peaceful atmosphere, they can cultivate Krishna consciousness and also at the same time live according to natural conditions, cultivate and grow their food requirements and protect the cows. So that type of engagement Srila Prabhupada gave to his disciples from the beginning. Simple life, high thinking. This is clean life. So in this way, the danger of old age and death is postponed, and we can get more time to cultivate Krishna consciousness. So the idea here is that this Yavaneswara, he wants that everybody should be afraid of death, because that is a good stimulus to develop Krishna consciousness, to develop spiritual life. If one is not afraid of death, and at the same time leading a materialistic life, just like King Puranjana himself. He is not aware of the passing time. He is simply engaged in sense gratification. So his life is not auspicious. He's not afraid of death, not taking any measure in order to improve his life, not taking any step to go into the next life in an auspicious manner, trying to choose his next destination. He'll be simply dragged down to the hellish condition in that manner. But if we have fear of death that is favorable, then we should then take caution that death is approaching. Now I'm 40, 50, 60, so certainly I'm not going to live for a long time, anytime, any day. As Achyutananda Swami was telling, that we don't consider, people do not consider that death can come at any moment. I want to go to Jipulareddy, crossing the Nampally Station Road, some car suddenly coming from behind. I finished. Just like this, 1 minute, without any foresight. We have no idea actually whether we are going to be present here tomorrow morning. So how serious the issue is. That is the human intelligence. Animals cannot understand that. They are living, every day they get their food, and sometimes they are fearful, but they are not actually conscious of the next destination, how to confront death, and how to make sure that next life will be auspicious. But fear is there for everyone. Animals also are fearful. Like Srila Prabhupada was giving lecture in Vrindavan, and from his Vyasasana he saw one sparrow on the floor. There was some prasadam on the floor, and that sparrow had come to eat the prasadam. That was very nice. Prabhupada saw the sparrow. But the sparrow was fearful, and he was looking here, there, left and right, behind, and the sparrow could not eat peacefully. He was fearful that anyone can come and he may smash me also. If I am not conscious, simply eating this prasadam, somebody will crush me. So he was fearful in that manner, and he was trying to eat, but he was not eating. He was just looking here and there, left and right. So Prabhupada says this is fearful condition of conditioned life. Fear is there, and one that is positive sentiment, that one should not be so neglectful about the vicissitudes of life. Any moment one can be subjected to the harshness of life, birthdays, old age, disease, that we have to consider. And therefore, Lord Krishna says that this is a symptom, this is the quality of a person in knowledge. The conclusion of all these qualities, amanitvam, adambitvam, and so on, acharyopasanam, the being humble, being free from pride, and approaching the spiritual master, and then also observing the calamities of life, birth, death, old age, disease. This is also quality of a person who is knowledgeable. And if a person doesn't have that quality, if he does not care for anything, living just like Puranjana as an example, then that means he has no knowledge. No knowledge. So that is very important instruction. that Lord Krishna is giving us. That in this way, this Yavaneswara is going along with his associates, brother, sister, and army. He has an army. This army is constituted of soldiers, Bhima Sainika. Bhima means very, very, very fearful, very, very dangerous. That is the quality of Bhima, one of the 5 Pandavas, not like Yudhishthir. Arjuna is lamenting, how can I kill all my relatives? See? So Bhima, he doesn't have that idea. Bhima is very enthusiastic to kill all his enemies. He has been sufficiently persecuted by the Kauravas. They gave him poison, they threw him in the river, he was subjected to the Nagas in the river. Somehow he came out, and many other incidents took place, being victim of the Kauravas. So he had no scruples. He was very good, very firm in his conviction. He was not having any second idea whether to kill these Kauravas or not, like Arjuna had. Arjuna, of course, sense of compassion, that's also Vaishnava quality. But that was not Krishna's idea. Lord Krishna wanted that the battle should take place and the Kauravas, all his enemies, should be killed. So Bhima took very active, very enthusiastic part in this killing, this battle of Kurukshetra. So there's a Bhima. That is the quality of Bhima. I was talking about Madhvacharya. Madhvacharya is the 4th appearance, Vayu. Then I just forgot. So anyway, he is the incarnation of Vayu, and very strong. It is said that Vayu is the next Brahma. At the end of the life of Brahma, Vayu is taking over as the next one in line. So great is Vayu, so great is Bhima, and Hanuman. Hanuman is also after Vayu, then Hanuman, Bhima, then Madhvacharya. Very strong Acharya. He didn't care for any opposition. He very straightforwardly, always engaging in debates and smashing the opposite party. Many of these followers of Sankaracharya, Mayavadis, they challenged Madhvacharya on many occasions, and Madhvacharya used to smash their arguments. So that spirit of Kshatriya spirit is also there. Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati also, Thakur Maharaj, was also very strong. Whenever there was some debate, he was not trying to please the audience. That is not his policy. His policy is to defeat the arguments of the opposite party, regardless whether the assembly people will appreciate or not. That is not the consideration. The consideration is how to be faithful to the previous acharyas, how to be faithful to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. That determination, not pleasing the audience, that is not the consideration. So that spirit is very prominent in this strong acharya. So Bhima, Sainika, they are very strong. and nobody can resist the attack of death. When death is coming, then nothing, not even the best remedy, the best doctor, best hospital, they cannot do anything. They have to comply. Death is coming, that's all. There is no remedy for that. So even though so many hospitals, Hyderabad is famous also for hospitals, people are coming from Bangladesh and other countries to take treatment in Hyderabad. And the doctors here, they are very expert. They are very good in talking. Even though the patient is last stage of his life, they can understand. But they will tell, oh, we have very good remedy for that. You take this medicine, you take this treatment, you stay here in our hospital, we'll give you medicine. Within 2 weeks, you will be perfectly all right. So we should not fall for this type of arguments. We should know that disease, old age, death, that is coming, and we should apply a spiritual remedy, medicine given to us by Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. The Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. We should not take any other medicine. That is the only medicine that will make sure that our next destination is secure. Otherwise, if we remain in materialistic consciousness, then there is the example of one man. He was told by the doctor that, my dear patient, you have 1 month to live. According to my estimation, your disease is such, you can live 1 month more. So that the patient, he considered, so what to do, what shall I do? 1 month only, what shall I do? Then he purchased a special plane ticket all over the world, plane ticket. And for 1 month, he went to all the earth by plane, stopping in different countries. And for 1 month, he visited the entire planet by this plane ticket. That was his conscious. Let me enjoy 1 month for enjoyment, or let me go by plane everywhere. So that is materialistic calculation. The devotees of the Lord, those who have the opportunity to associate with a spiritual master, pure devotee of the Lord, they know very well that there is no remedy like that. We have to engage very seriously in cultivating Krishna consciousness. That is the remedy. So, as Prabhupada explains in the commentary, that Jara, or the destructive force, cannot attack any follower of Narada Muni or a pure Vaishnava. As much as Narada Muni was not attacked by Kalakanya, even though he was approached by Kalakanya, but he declined. He said, no, you can go. Some of the others, they will receive you nicely. So that is Narada Muni. He is exempted from this attack of old age and untimely death. Similarly, pure Vaishnavas also, in the footsteps of Narada Muni, are not put into difficulty by old age or death. They know very well that whatever may happen, that is Krishna's mercy. They see Krishna everywhere. Krishna says, Kalosmi, Sarvakshaya Krit. So Krishna is time. So when time comes, yeah, that is Krishna. Krishna is coming. So that is very auspicious. And they take it as an opportunity to firmly concentrate on Lord Krishna. Antakale chamame vasmaran muktva kalevaram yaprayati samadbhavam Yati, nastyati, samsaya, ati, na samsaya. There is no doubt that the pure devotees of the Lord, when they are attacked by old age and death, fixing their mind on the lotus feet of the Lord, they'll come back to the Lord with their bhava, with the Krishna prema. So that is the assurance of Lord Krishna, and that is how the pure devotees such as Narada and all those in the disciplic succession, they are not put into difficulty unnecessarily, but they can surmount in the sense that they can increase, they can understand, now my life is over, let me simply chant Hare Krishna. So that is the uh, Vaishnav consciousness in this manner. Any other questions or comments? Hare Krishna, Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai.